guys, welcome to my yearly room tour. This one's gonna be an epic one because I've got a lot of new stuff this year. I don't know if that's good or bad for me because I'm running out of space here, but nevertheless, I wanna show you all the new stuff that I got this year. But before I do that, I wanna thank the whole Star Wars collecting community for being so supportive this last year. I mean, you guys have been so great. As you know, we started a new channel called Collection Wars, where me and my buddy Michael interview guests and show their collections, and you guys have been so supportive, and I really appreciate that so much. We've grown that channel to 1,500 subscribers, and every week me and Michael have a blast just talking to the community, our little family, and it's just been so amazing. I also want to thank everyone else that's been supporting my content throughout the year. My TikTok account blew up to over 400,000 followers. Instagram, we finally got into the 10,000s, right? I think I'm nearing 12,000 now, just crazy. And even this YouTube channel got to 16,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for being so supportive this year. And I'm glad you like the content that I'm putting out, and hopefully 2022, there's gonna be a lot more content. But this year, I have a lot of stuff to show you. There's a lot of new things in this collection room, so I don't wanna take up too much of your time, so let's get to it. So here is the updated collection room. Not too much difference as far as the layout from last year, but as you can see here, there's several new pieces that are in the collection now, including that bad boy that we'll talk about in a little bit. But here it is. And this wall is relatively new. As you can see there on the right, I have all the Bad Batch helmets up and the little Tuca doll. The Tuca doll is from Disney, and then the Bad Batch helmets are from Cybercraft. And these things came out amazing. Cybercraft is based out of Russia, so I was a little concerned as far as like the shipping, but they all arrived in one piece and they look amazing. Now that guy is also new. That's K3PO. Now I customized that, so it was an old Sideshow C3PO, just like the one I have, and I painted it to look like K3PO. Now this one's not new. You guys have seen that from last video. This one's brand new. So this guy actually is a cast of the jet engine that was used for the Disney parks. So it's really cool because Gordon Tarpley, who is an amazing, just builder and creator, did the canisters for Oga's Cantina at both Disney parks, and he was kind enough to make me a copy, essentially, from his original mold. He painted it just like the ones at the park. Now, obviously, the C-3PO and R2-D2, that's not new, but this guy is absolutely new. This is the Regal Robot Salacious Crumb life-size replica, and this thing is crazy. If you want to know a little bit more about it, go look at the video that I made about it, and it's just amazing. Regal Robot got Tony McVeigh to re-sculpt this, or essentially sculpt this, who Tony McVeigh is the original sculptor for Return of the Jedi, and he made this for Regal Robot. Right now there's only 6 out there. There's 150 that are going to be total, but there's only 6 out there in people's hands, and I'm one of the lucky ones that have it. We also got Kirk Thatcher to sign it because he puppeteered and voiced Salacious Crumb in one of the documentaries. And this guy's new from, I think, from last year. So this is the Regal Robot Rancor replica, and again, this thing is amazing. And if you guys want to know a little bit more about it and see some more shots, please, I encourage you to go look at the video that I made regarding this Rancor. But essentially, Regal Robot made 83 of them. They scanned the original puppet, and that's one of them. Now this thing is also new, and this is also amazing. So you could actually spot these at the Disney parks in Oga's Cantina, and this is the Dagobah Slug. I was so fortunate to be in touch with the original creator, the one that made them for the parks, and he essentially, you know, allowed me to have his personal copy of them. So it's kind of cool because there's only 5 of those in existence. 4 of them are in Disney parks, and 1 of them is in my collection. You know, the Baby Yoda, the doll, that's kind of the same from last year. I've had that. The Jedi remote is the same. That's the Master Replicas one. Here are my X-Wing helmets. That's the Luke X-Wing helmet made by EFX Collectibles. And right underneath it is the Wedge helmet, also EFX Collectibles, which, funny story, this is my second one because the first one I dropped accidentally and it made a huge crack and broke, so I turned it into this one. So essentially this is my customized broken Wedge helmet that I turned into the remote the training remote scene X-Wing helmet, the blast shield X-Wing. And then that RS helmet I've had for a couple years now. Now these are the Sideshow Collectibles premium format figures. I got R2, C3PO, and BB-8, and then I picked up the 2 Imperial Guards. Now here is my life-size Han Solo in Carbonite. Again, this is a custom-made piece. Actually, I made it and I put it together, and you know, obviously with a lot of help from the great people over at the RPF. Now that's my Master Replicas Boba Fett blaster, and it's definitely such a cool piece, especially Boba Fett's coming out, so it's can't wait to watch that series. Up here we have the Anovos Royal Guard helmet, and you know, Anovos is no longer making Star Wars helmets, but there's a new company called, I think, like Dianovos? We call it the new Anovos. Oh, and this is new. This is my Legend helmet. And so it looks exactly like the Limited, but the Legend is actually kind of more true to the original screen use helmet in A New Hope. Now that was pulled from the Rick Baker molds, and man, I just love that helmet. This is also new, the 501st Legion Master Replica Clone Trooper, and yeah, I just picked that up this year. This is also new right here. This one's a fan-made, a custom-made 332nd helmet, and also really cool. Here is the EFX Clone Trooper helmet, the Phase 1, and right below it is the Phase 2, but that one was made by Master Replicas. And below is the Master Replicas kind of original Stormtrooper, right below there. And this is the limited edition, so it's the fiberglass version. And yeah, so it's pretty much, honestly, it's one of the most iconic pieces right in the collection. And then the Anovos First Order Stormtrooper helmet, that kind of completes my like evolution of the Stormtrooper. Now right here, we'll start down below here. This is the Anovos Snow Trooper helmet, and right above it is going to be the Anovos TIE Fighter helmet. And I just recently picked up the box, the chest box from Moncal. He has a shop on Etsy where you could pick one of those up, and it just gives it kind of a cool little addition to that helmet display. And then right above it is the AT-AT helmet made by Anovos. Also really cool, but both of these, the AT-AT and the TIE Fighter helmets are so big, they're kind of so wide that I have to put them kind of to the side for them to fit in the Bestas. Now this is the EFX Collectibles Biker Scout helmet. That's the plaque. Now, I don't usually use the stand that it came with it just to keep it kind of uniform. And yes, this high definition camera picks up all the dust, which is kind of embarrassing. But this is the Master Replicas Boba Fett helmet. I love this helmet. It's definitely up there with some of my favorites, especially now with the new series coming out. I can't wait. This is the EFX Mando helmet. and a bunch of like little pieces from the Mandalorian, a couple pieces by Regal Robot, and like the medallions, a little piece of Beskar. A lot of them are fan made. Now the General Grievous is from the Disney parks. This is a Disney parks exclusive. You could only pick it up there, and I love the way it looks. It just kind of looks like, I don't know, like bone, right? Like real bone. I believe I had that at the last year's tour. And here is the Anovo's Death Trooper helmet. Now let's go over to kind of the weapon wall, as I like to call it. And I'll walk you through everything that's in here. Now the first up here we have the Darth Sidious lightsaber, right? The Emperor's saber. Most of these are master replicas. There's the signature edition Count Dooku. That one's EFX collectibles. That's the reveal lightsaber. Here is the Han Solo blaster from A New Hope, also by master replicas. The dual signature Vader saber. Oh my god, look at the fingerprint. Man, this high definition camera just is not forgiving at all. Here's the Empire Strikes Back saber and the Return of the Jedi Vader saber. Again, all of those made by, assume everything's master replicas unless I say so. This is the signature edition Princess Leia blaster, autographed by Carrie Fisher. Here's a Greedo blaster. This is a fan-made one, but used all like kind of found parts, right? And that case is really dusty. Down here is the Master Replicas Studio Scale AT-AT. This is the signature edition with Phil Tippett's autograph there. And this is not new because I've had the Millennium Falcon for a couple years, but the base is new. And I had a custom base made by Portamac. Our buddy Manny made me a custom base for it. And it just looks so cool because it matches the AT-AT below it. Now here is the Regal Robot Tauntaun Maquette. And again, that one has Phil Tippett's autograph. And right in the middle, I have my custom-made Boba Fett jetpack. Up there is the Regal Robot Mythosaur skull. Now on this side, we got the Yoda lightsaber, got Obi-Wan's lightsaber with Alec Guinness's little autograph there, cut out there. Have the Ahsoka saber by EFX Collectibles, autographed by Dave Filoni. Now below is the Empire Strikes Back Han Solo blaster by Master Replicas. And here are the Luke sabers. This is the signature edition with Mark Hamill's autograph. Down below is the Empire Strikes Back saber. And right underneath it is the V2, as it's referred, Luke saber from Return of the Jedi. Right below is the Rebel Trooper blaster. And this is new. Got a little Jawa ion blaster. This thing is really, really cool. It's just a little big, and I got to find a good display for it. And down below, I have a Biker Scout blaster. I have the RS one on pre-order. Unfortunately, I didn't make it on time for this tour. Now I have the Metal Yavin and the Emperor's Cane, both master replicas. Now this cool little wine bottle, sparkling wine bottle from Skywalker Ranch. For all of you guys that follow me on other social media accounts, you may know that I got to visit Skywalker Ranch this last year, which was an amazing experience. Now here is the master replicas Snowspeeder, the Anovo's Kylo Ren helmet, and the Prop Shop Kylo Ren lightsaber. Now that Kylo Ren lightsaber is super rare because Prop Shop stopped making props probably about 6 months after getting their license. Now this is a big piece of history right here. Now this is the RS Prop Masters lineage Boba Fett helmet from Empire Strikes Back. So that one's actually pulled from a casting of the original helmet, which is really cool because you could see all the little imperfections and all the little scratches and dents. Now down here, this is new too, this TIE Fighter. It's a studio scale TIE Fighter made by Icons Collectibles. This is also new. It's the Darth Vader Pyro helmet by EFX Collectibles. Now you saw two of them there. One of them is a fan made, and then obviously the one you just saw is a licensed EFX piece. Now this is the Sideshow Collectibles premium format Emperor. And here's another kind of lineage helmet made by my buddy Rod over at Boba Fett Has College Debt. And this is actually a direct casting from the Mandalorian Season 2 helmet. So it's kind of cool because you could see all the little paint details. Now that's a Stormtrooper blaster. That one's been in my collection for a few years, so I'm sure you've seen it in previous tours. This is new. This is the Jack of the Dust Darth Maul skull. Such a cool piece. And you can pick these up from his website whenever he makes them available. Now this is a screen use little piece of the Death Star. There's the Death Star plans, the EFX Death Star tiles, and then that's that's the little Kenner, the little micro figures, right? The reason I have that is because they actually use those in filming Return of the Jedi as their miniatures. Now back there I have the Princess Leia slave outfit, the cuffs, a little piece of the Sarlacc pit autographed by Jeremy Bullock, a little piece of Ewok fur, and just kind of random little things from the parks. Here's some of those details I was telling you about for that RS helmet. And look at, I mean, you could literally see where the cracks, where all the little dents, where the paint was before. And it's just such a cool little piece of history, you know, to have. Now this is the Season 2, the Mando Season 2 one, and look at, you could see the kill stripes. You could see kind of all of the paint as, now this is technically the one that was casted from the, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. I'll remember. The guy who had Boba Fett's armor before. Now here's some more shots of the Cybercraft helmets. And like I said, these things are amazing. I mean, they did a really good job. I mean, obviously they're animated, right? So to take something that was animated and kind of make it look realistic, you know, as a prop, you know, it's hard. And they did a really great job. I guess it moves, the little light turns on. I mean, they're just really well-made helmets, and they're relatively cheap, especially compared to some of the licensed pieces. Now there's the Captain Rex helmet, which is also cool. Here's some close-up details of that, the canister from Oga's Cantina. Now I turned it into kind of an IG-88 style, you know, display, but it's not as accurate as it needs to be. Now here's the Regal Robot Emperor chair. Obviously it's a centerpiece of my whole collection room, and you know, it's pretty much in all my videos, and it's just a really nice chair. Now let's go outside to the rest of the house. Now I have some other stuff. You know, that's a screen used piece from the Hunger Games. I have a little replica of the Haunted Mansion plaque. This guitar is from the Hateful Eight. It's the second guitar that was supposed to be used in the film. This is a little piece of some Disney park stuff. You know, the Cinderella glass slipper. Got a little replica of a dinosaur, you know, bone. The Rancor teeth from Oga's Cantina. Disney put out these cool little, they're technically kind of replicas on the outside of these old Disney books. As you can see there, the Genie lamp, and then the I Dream of Genie lamp. Got some more Disney stuff, that master replicas, the ears. Here's some more of those books that they made that are essentially replicas of the ones you see in the film. The little maquette there, the Snow White maquette. That's actually, that little skull is casted from one of the skulls from the, you know how they convert the Haunted Mansion into Nightmare Before Christmas, and you see those little skulls. That one's actually made from one of the original ones. So again, these are all just Disney things. You know, we're big Disney fans here at the house. That's kind of, I'd like to say it's a replica of the up painting. These are some of my Star Wars posters that I have here. I try to collect all the teaser posters. Here's my Revenge of the Jedi poster. These are the teaser posters from the prequels. I love that episode 1 poster. It's definitely up there, one of my favorites. On this side, I have the sequels. Again, these are specifically the teasers. I got the Boba Fett show teaser from the not Shop Disney, but the rewards. I forgot what they're called, the movie rewards. Here is my Ewok poster, my French version. My daughter wanted to show you guys her cool trick, but also to show you her cool collection. So she has a little Detolf in here, and you know, I've given her a couple of little replicas, and she's got the collector bug, so she likes to keep that. Now here's my other room, right? This is kind of my overflow slash, you know, vintage little display. There's definitely a lot of new stuff in here that I didn't show last year. The Secret Wars toys, I think I showed them last year. So, you know, I grew up playing with these. I love those. The Superpower toys, same, right? I loved those growing up. A couple of just like swords, like these little like plastic toys, you know, growing up in Mexico, that's what we played with. I don't think anything here is new. The ring, that, you know, the James Bond ring there that you see, that's new. The key from Fifth Element, that's new. All those cards are new. Jose Canseco rookie card, for some reason I've always wanted that since I was little, and now they're just so cheap I just ended up buying a bunch. I bought a bunch of these wrestling cards, you know, just reminds me of my childhood. Now that's the infamous Django skull, right? The old Ben, that's actually screen used, screen matched. You could see it in there. This is new. This is the arrow autographed by the man himself. Got a couple little Marvel replicas. That's new. The Loki helmet is new, and I think it's Queen Studios. And here's some of my vintage toys. The Rambo's new from last year. I got some of these mask toys that I used to play with as a kid, like GoBots toys. The wand is new. I have the big pack, the Proton pack on pre-order. That's that Hasbro or HasLab one. That one I've had since I think maybe 2 years ago. These are new. They're Wizard of Oz replicas. I think the only one that they haven't come out with is the Diploma, but got all those. These are, the Bart Simpson is new, I think. The mask toy, that's new. The from Pulp Fiction, right? Who recognized that? That's the kangaroo and the watch from Pulp Fiction. Some blasters. I think I had these last year. That Marty McFly is new. Other than that, I think everything else, yeah, the license plates, I think those are new. That Messenger Z is new. And that Peacekeeper rifle is, no, that's not new. I've had it for a while. These are a bunch of pins. I like to collect little pins here and there. And this is brand new. This is the Hot Toys 6-scale DeLorean. And this thing is just so awesome. I just need to find a good place to display it. So I'm going to display this with Marty, and we'll see where I put it. So there you have it, guys. That was my room tour for the year. Thank you again for all your support this year, and I can't wait for 2022. We have a lot of great stuff coming, especially on Collection Wars, where we have so much great content, so many artists that are going to be joining us, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys. So thanks again, and Happy New Year's, everybody.